Hello everyone, Kevvl here, and it's time for the very first installment in a series I'm planning here on YouTube. You see, I've always really loved Mega Man games, but after a while I found them too easy to just play normally, and I started taking on greater and greater challenges. I've played Buster only, I've played without power-ups, and I've even gotten through Mega Man X without dashing. The only real place to go from here is a perfect run. That's what I plan to do. I plan to play Mega Man X without any power-ups, without charging the Buster, and maybe without dashing. I'll see how that works later. Most importantly, though, I'm not going to take a single hit of damage, and I plan to do that with every Mega Man X game. Now, this one starts out showing off Mega Man X's specifications. It basically explains the whole, well, not the plot, it explains what Mega Man X is and how Dr. Kane found him. Dr. Kane's an archaeologist turned robotics engineer after he found X. He built a fancy robot that was designed to never go berserk and never kill anyone, and of course he goes berserk. Warning! X is the first of a new generation of robots, which contain an innovative new feature, the ability to think, feel, and make their own decisions. However, this ability could be very dangerous if X were to break the first rule of robotics. A robot must never harm a human being. The results would be disastrous, and I fear that no force on Earth could stop him. Approximately 30 years will be required before we can safely confirm his reliability, and I'm old, so I probably will not live to see that day, nor do I have anyone to carry on my work, because everyone from the classic series has mysteriously died. Therefore, I have decided to seal him in this capsule, which will test his internal systems until his reliability has been confirmed. Now, oddly enough, Maverick Hunter X, the PSP remake, it changes that entirely. X is fine, they just don't think the world is going to be ready for him. X possesses great risks, as well as great possibilities. I can only hope for the best. September 18th, 20XX, Thomas Light. Because Dr. Light really hates actual numbers. He likes letters. That's why he named his robot X. Every single game takes place in the year 20XXXX. Whatever. I like the X, it's okay. First enemy you see here is Spikies. They're pretty lame. If you shoot them once, or twice actually, if you shoot them twice, they just fall down. If you shoot them 3 times, they kill themselves by exploding. Those are gun bolts. They shoot volts. They also shoot missiles. They should be called gun missile bolts. These are crushers. Could have guessed that name without me even saying it. They crush. They blow up the bottom of the stage, and whether you kill them or not, they'll probably blow up the bottom. But if you shoot them in the right spots, if you hit them at the bottom, they will not blow up the stage. And they also can't blow up the middle pillar areas. Gun volts, you don't like shooting missiles at me. You're just sticking to volts this time around. That's fine. And the first mini-boss, Bee-Bladers. They drop ball de ooze right there. They also like to shoot off missiles. And a machine gun. They have a machine gun if they care about it. There he goes, machine gun. Ah, convenient. You just showed off all your attacks. That usually doesn't happen. And there's 2 of these Bee-Bladers. More ball de ooze. 2 Bee-Bladers in this stage. If you're not careful, if you walk straight into the Bee-Blader while it dies, it can actually crush and kill you. I've had that happen a few times. It's kind of sad. Hopefully that doesn't happen this time around, though. These are Bomb-Breens. Oh, actually, never mind. Bomb-Breens are up here. The stage likes to fall out. These are Bomb-Breens. My bad. Getting the order wrong. Bomb-Breens are easy little bugs that drop little mines. They're kind of weak, though. And, of course, the enemy that I hate the most, Jammingers. They stop just short of you, but I like to keep moving, so I usually run into them. If they do hit you, they like to laugh about it. They're cheeky little bastards. I hate them so much. And that's a road attacker. They have a giant gun that they barely ever use, and you can ride on them, which is kind of convenient. They get slower after a little while, though, so let's kill this one off. Yeah, I'm ignoring you. They won't come around once their top's gone. But if you dodge them the first time and you don't kill them, they will turn around and come right back at you. This is the Death Row Gummer. It is Storm Eagle's vessel of choice. It is also the place where Vile likes to hide out. We'll see more of him later, and he's the first thing that will make it impossible for me to possibly do a perfect run. Vile will attack you and kill you no matter what. He's impossible to destroy. So let's just embrace that fact and get hit a few times. the game won't advance if I dodge his moves, and they're kind of hard to dodge anyways. I don't think I'd want to. Yes, Vile. He likes to drive around in an invincible ride armor. Yeah, Vile. Hello, Vile. Yeah, no matter what, you can't jump over him. He just likes to punch you. Once your health gets down low enough, he will use that little cannon on the side of his head to trap you. There we go. And X is about to die. You worthless piece of scrap metal! Did you think you could defeat me? Yes, I did, actually, the first time I played this, but Zero thankfully comes to save the day. That isn't even a fully charged shot, and he blew off his arm. Yeah, Zero is way better than X in this. He gets weaker later on, though, which is kind of weird. I guess I'm not powerful enough to defeat him. Seriously? You think so? X, you shouldn't expect to defeat him. He's designed to be a war machine. Remember, you have not reached full power yet. If you use all the abilities you were designed with, you should become stronger. You may even become as powerful as I am. Yeah, Zero's totally not arrogant. I'll scout ahead and collect as much information on Sigma's fortress as I can and leave you to do all the work because I'm awesome. I'll meet up with you when you get there. See you later. X, I know you can do it. Thanks for the words of encouragement, Zero. And that's the first intro stage of the series. It shows off a lot of fancy features that you can get. And it's not really that hard, but I did have a few outtakes. I do plan to use outtakes. Yes, I know, it sounds like I'm copying Roam Mithril. I totally am. I asked his permission first, but I really think that outtakes make the game seem more human. It makes me seem like a person, rather than some robot who just beats the entire game without messing up. No, I mess up. I'm not gonna say that I'm the greatest player in the world. I'm pretty terrible, actually. I've just got a lot of patience. So you'll get to see a few outtakes here. Let's move right into them. Statue, I think it drops 3 of them, but they're pretty easy. And later on it also drops... Aw, come on! And B-Bladers, which drop Ball de Vuz right there. Oh, and I got hit by a missile. That's lame. Stuff. Those are, bomb beans. That's it.
Virus database has been updated.
Well, there goes that recording. Thank you, Avast. I hate you, Avast. Hello, everyone. Kevvl here, and it's time for the very first and my least favorite enemy in the entire game, Jamingers. They are cheeky little bastards. If they hit you, they will laugh at you. But let's hope they don't hit me. Oh, God. Okay, good. Oh, my... son of a gun. I hate these guys! So, here's another idea I'm borrowing from Roam Mithril. Difficulty analysis. It's where I show you just how hard I thought the stage really was, on a scale of 1 to 10. And this stage was extremely easy. I mean, it's an intro stage. What do you expect? I can't give this stage more than a 1 out of 10. And even that's kind of stretching it a bit. There's only about 15 enemies in the entire stage, and most of them die in a few hits with relatively easy-to-dodge attacks. The B-Bladers can occasionally catch you off guard with missiles if you're standing too close, but they prefer dropping Ball de Vuz and shooting their machine gun most of the time, and even if they do shoot a missile, it's not that hard to dodge. I may hate Jamingers, but they're not that hard to avoid, and I only really had 1 outtake with them. Vile himself, I can't even rate. He's a scripted boss, there's no point. The only really hard part about this stage was proper pronunciation of bomb beans. I keep calling them breens for some reason, but I know it's beans. My bad. Anyway, though, that's the intro stage. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you tune into the rest of my series. Hopefully I can get one of the first bosses recorded soon, but until then, this is Kevvl signing off.